Hey, what's up, North Guy? Welcome back to the channel. Going to be talking about how to build a kayak rack for storage, or you can call it a cart for 2 kayaks. I'm actually going to take one that I had done several years ago that supported 4 kayaks here and then build it into 2, because one thing about these kayaks is great when they're on the water, super fun and easy to use, very economical way to get yourself out and enjoy the lakes and rivers around the up north area here. But once you got them off the water and you need to store them someplace, they're very bulky. And a storage cart is one of the easiest ways to store a kayak in the garage. And I do think when they're not on the water, you should keep them inside, especially off season, to keep them in a little bit better condition. And so what are some kayak storage options? I think I've tried most of them. This is one wall-mounted one, which you use a J-hook here, which attaches to the side of your garage, and there's one in the front and one in the back. That's a really inexpensive way to put a kayak up and get it up off the ground. That's a 12-foot kayak there, just for reference. And then here's a 10-footer here, again using the J-hook. So that works well for these 2 kayaks here. I have also put them up on a pulley system. I have the 2x4s that I used to use for this right up there, as you can see. I didn't like that too much, didn't work too well for me, because it was I found it was very difficult to use the pulley system to get them up and down. So I was only doing that once a year to get it up out of the way for the winter and then dropping it down in the spring. So that's another option to get them up out of the way and stored. And then I put this cart together a couple years ago for 4 kayaks here, and it basically uses the Thule load bars here, which I customized. I used to have this on a kayak trailer. Actually, it was just mounted to the bunk of a fishing boat trailer, which I think was a good solution for the time. I sold the trailer, but basically it's a Thule load bar here with a little U bracket around a 2x4 here that attaches on, and then these Thule kayak racks just attach right on here. And I was able to get 4 of them across here on this particular setup here. So this works great. It's got the caster wheels underneath there. I think that's a good idea to have for something like kayaks, because they're bulky, they're hard to move around. So to have those little wheels on there makes a big difference to get the whole thing out of the way if you got to slide things in and out to get to other parts of your garage. So this worked well for a long time for me, but I only have the 2 kayaks now, so I don't want the width. It takes up too much space side to side here. What I really have is the room up and down. So I want to have 1 kayak on the bottom, 1 kayak on the top. That's going to be the project that we're going to work on here and show you how to do that. And I'm basically just going to take some old 2x4s, cut them into 3-foot by 4-foot lengths. This is 4 feet long here, just for dimensions. So 48 inches long there, and then it's 3 feet wide on the front here. So 36 inches there. I'm just going to follow the same size. That's a good size, sturdy enough to hold kayaks of this kind of length. That's an 11-footer and then a 10-footer on there. So just going to basically build a frame up over that, so it'll be like a double-decker, and that'll be my new kayak system. Show you the tools I'm using for this build. Just a cordless drill and a circular saw to cut the wood. Okay, time to get going. Take the kayaks off. I'm going to take off all these old Thule kayak racks here. Not sure if I'm going to use them anymore, but definitely won't need them with this storage system, so they are the first to come off. So here is the base rack, my old system. So before I get rid of it, take a video of it here. So if you're looking to do something like this, you can get an idea of what this looks like. Again, this is 3 feet across here, 36 inches, 48 inches down the long side there. These load bars, I think, are about 60 inches, about the longest ones that you can buy. So again, I'm going to reuse the old frame here. So next step will be just to take these old bars off and get started building up the new rack. So what I need to do next, so when I put these posts on the side here and I'd like to have them come in so they can butt up against this side brace here at the bottom. So I'm going to undo the screws that I put this piece in here, move this over about 1.5 inches on each side to the inside there, so that'll support the 4 posts that go up on the ends here. So my bottom part is complete here. I just converted what I had into making this a little bit narrower, so I had to undo each of the corners here. But basically what I wanted to do is have a gap in here that is about the size of a 2x4, because when we mount this post up here, it's going to be coming up and I want to have something to screw it into. So I basically moved my rails in about 1.5 inches on each side, which meant unscrewing all these casters. But if you're doing this from scratch, you know, these are the 3-foot pieces on the side here. The rails are the 4 feet across there. You want to leave that gap in there for the posts. And then I just went ahead and put the casters on at this point. Just want to mention also, size screw I'm using here is sort of a combination of the 2.5 inch or 3 inch wide, because you need that kind of length to connect the 2x4s together. Okay, time to start cutting the wood. These are just 2x4s, actually just extra stuff I've had in my garage. I didn't even need to go out and buy anything. But I'm just cutting them up into 36 and 48 inch lengths to complete the project here. You could make this a little bit narrower than what I'm doing, so maybe not quite 36 inches wide. That's given me plenty of space for the kayak. It's really, you know, you can adjust this to the size of the kayak that you have, and it's helpful to have a circular saw or a miter saw, something like that, to do the cutting and the trimming to get it all to the right size. Back inside here, I'm going to put up the posts on the side of the cart here. It's a little bit hard to do in the beginning. I'm just screwing this down, getting a couple screws in there to hold it. It gets a little bit easier as you go. You turn on your side, it's somewhat easier to get that screwed into the proper place and get it on there, but kind of work with this as best you can to get those posts on there. So I got my 4 posts on here. They're a little wobbly right now, but they're going to get strengthened up once we put the cross rails on. So it's a little hard, as you can see in that time lapse there, to get it to start and then hold on to it to make sure it gets set in place. But that is all that's needed, and now we will attach the sides and the rails. So for these crossbars, they're 36 inches across here. I don't want to put them right at the top, because that's just going to raise the level of the kayaks to the number 2 kayak too high. So I'm going to drop it down to about 8 inches right there and go across. That leaves a little bit of an edge up there, this top part right here, because the kayak will be sitting here. A little bit of something on the side that it can be held in, kind of a cradle with here. Put these crossbars in here. I found it helps to sort of preset the screw just on the ground like that, get it most of the way through, so there's a little bit of an end that's coming out there, and then it's much easier to stick it in on those posts and then screw it down. Also helps to tilt it up like that. Okay, the last step is to put these rails on. These are the 4 footers here. They're just going to go right between the posts and these side rails here. It definitely is easier to screw these things down when it's down on the ground like this versus coming at it from the side like I did before. So I'm going to screw these things down, and that will complete the build here. Well, it definitely gets easier as you go, because you just set it on the side here and the frame is starting to come together. So it's fairly simple to just get these last cross rails in there, and that will finish it up and make it a nice sturdy system to hold your kayaks. So here is the finished kayak cart, 2 up with casters. So I got plenty of room to get a kayak down here and obviously a lot of room to get it up here as well. You got to have at least, I'd say, 30 inches between these two upper supports or any kind of side support for the width of the average kayak. But this is pretty basic, but I think this will do the job for me. I may also look at putting a sheet of plywood in here. That may help a bit for the stability on it, but right now I'm going to just see how this works as it is. There they are, two kayaks, one on top of the other. Just what I was wanting to do. Take my caster locks off here, and very easy just to roll this thing around anywhere you need to park it. It's going to take up a lot less room than what I had with the floor up there. Hopefully this was helpful for anybody who's thinking about trying to build your own kayak rack, whether you do what I did or give you some ideas to do something on your own. Hey, check out my channel. It's Up North Guy on YouTube. I got more videos about how-tos, product reviews, life and living up here, beautiful northern Michigan. Also, if you're interested in Up North Guy gear like this and other cool designs, I've got it on my store called Up North Guy on TeePublic. There's a specific link in the description to this video to get you right to the right spot where you can find those products and discounts. I'm donating everything I make as an artist to charity, local charities here. So when you shop my store, you're doing good for yourself as well as others. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.